not only is there a proper defense, there's clearly, in my opinion, no wrongdoing. This is a tragedy, what you're seeing here. But what I'll say is this. The law is if he reasonably believed that he was in danger when he acted, then he's good to go. And understand this. Throw yourself into parent mode on top of that. He has a 2-year-old in the back. These guys have been surrounding his vehicle basically since the Midtown all the way past the George Washington Bridge. Clearly we're acting like a gang of thugs. And if you look at their track record and their history, they're so proud of their conduct. They post on YouTube, Piers, videos. They have a YouTube video on their own website of them doing this in 2011 to another vehicle, pounding the windows of another vehicle.
Here's the problem with what Mr. Tacopina is saying. First of all, he is assuming that all of these bikers are together. He's assuming that this is a biker organization.
Well, they are together.
They are together. They all stop together.
They're driving together.
Right, but they're together the same way that if we're walking out of a baseball game, let's say Yankee Stadium, and everyone's walking to the train station, they're together in that sense. My client doesn't know any of those other bikers.
It's not the same because they're doing an organized rally here. This is organized.
Right, but this is not the rally. This is not the rally. Where we see this video coming up, everyone is heading north on the highway. My client doesn't know these other bikers that are around him. He's there with specific 2 to 3 other friends, and they're all heading north. He comes up. What would you have done?
What would you have done, Benjamin Perez, if that had been you and your family? You got a family?
Yes, I do have a family.
Wife, children?
I have children. I have small children.
If they'd been in the back of your car and you were surrounded by that many bikers, and they were behaving the way they were behaving, would you not have got out of this?
I would have assessed the situation. If I felt threatened the way that I think Mr. Lean felt threatened, then I would have locked the doors, raised my windows, and called 911 immediately.
Easy to say. I don't think I would have done that. Gloria, let me turn to Gloria.
But that didn't happen.
Let me turn to Gloria Roy, because Gloria, we talked the other night about this. You represent obviously the family of Edwin Mieses. First of all, what is his condition today?
Well, unfortunately, the doctors have told him that he has a 99% probability of never being able to walk again, and he's still in the hospital, and there's no release date. But I would like to add, with all due respect to Joe Tacopina, he only talked about one part of the test. And, of course, the person we're not talking about is right there. Edwin Mieses, my client, and he's the person that was run over by Mr. Lean in the SUV. And the question is not just, was Mr. Lean in fear? The question is, was it reasonable? Was he in reasonable, was it reasonable for him to believe that he was in imminent danger of deadly force? Because he used deadly force, that SUV, to run over my client, to crush him, to break his spine in two pieces, to puncture his lung, and to give him multiple fractures.
Look at that scene right there before he moves. They are surrounding him like a pack of wolves. He has a 2-year-old baby in the car and his wife. There's not a human being alive, Gloria, including you, who in that similar situation, being surrounded by a pack of wolves who are taking their helmets off, who are stabbing at their tires, wouldn't do the same thing to get your family out of there. I'm sorry what happened to your client, but what this guy did was what anyone would do, protecting his family and his loved ones, including a 2-year-old baby who these animals smashed the windows of that car.
I think that when the facts come out.
Joe, here's what you're ignoring, Joe, is that the test, and you know this test because you're a very good attorney, is was it reasonable for him to believe that it was that there was going to be imminent use of deadly force against him by my client, who was only standing in front of his car with his back to the SUV, telling everyone, move on, move out?
Gloria, I've got to leave it there. I mean, I would point out again, as I did the other night, that your client did not have a motorcycle license. He's never had one. He shouldn't have been on the road to start with.
He wasn't on a motorcycle when he was hit. He was a pedestrian.
Yeah,
therefore, with all due respect, that's irrelevant.
He wasn't walking there. He was part of that gang of wolves who had surrounded that vehicle.
He was not part of any. He was not part.
This will keep going.
Not part of any.
We will talk about this again. We'll keep going. But thank you all very much indeed for